ice or drinks or whatever. Because of the floor and the insurance policy, we can't allow drinks, food, anything on the floor. So please comply, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the AFJROTC color guard at right rifle Cadet Captain Adam Dinkello. For the U.S. flag, Cadet Major Trendon Roberts. The West Virginia flag is handled by Cadet Staff Sergeant Trey Parker, and the left rifle is Cadet Staff Sergeant Levi Osborne, overseen by Cadet Senior Airman Vinnie Johnson. Please stand for the national anthem.
to the broadcast of the Hometown Minute Maids and your Robert Seaberg Eagles. We are live in the George Whalen press box on the grounds of LCHS for this second game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to the 2024-25 Lewis County Maids basketball season. We welcome tonight from Harrison County the Robert Seaberg Eagles and their head coach Robert Shields. Their starting five for tonight.
As they're searching for their first.
Number 2, a guard, 5'4", Shonda Currents.
And a special thanks goes to Hope.
A guard at 5'5", number 12, Jada Sutherland. A forward at 5'10", number 20, Audrey Junkins.
Number 12, Sutherland. Number 20, Junkins. Number 22,
A guard at 5'7", number 22, Kendall Stern. A guard at 5'4", number 32, Amira Moore. And the head coach again is Robert Shields. Now let's bring on the Lewis County Minute Maids.
And here come your Minute Maid starters.
On your screen, you have number 1, Peyton Goodwin, the junior. That's Eliza Bush coming out of the tunnel. Eliza Bush, the freshman, and we have Peyton Goodwin, the junior, going across the floor.
2 players on injury reserve for the Minute Maids tonight, and that is Bryn Hunt and Palin Hinkle.
We have number 11, Ella Pinkney, the senior. And we have number 23, Alexis Paget, the sophomore. And last but not least, I said that right this time, number 43, Addie Curry, the junior. And head coach Joe Nichols.
Well, Caden, excited for this matchup, and tonight we have the boys game against Philip Barber, I believe. Boys actually played last night at RCB against RCB. JV got the victory. Varsity, however, fell short as their season moves to 0-2. What do you see today in tonight's matchup, Caden?
I'm going with what Dusty Metzger said before I came up here. It's going to be a really close game, we think, offensively, both and defensively. Someone's going to pull away at the end. That's what we were thinking.
Yeah, especially when you get down into when teams start having to foul, we can definitely separate the scoreboards. But I say we're going to get at least 3 good quarters. That's Goodwin from the corner, no good. Rebound Curry.
Curry looking, spin move, shots no good. That's going to be a offensive foul for the Maids. It's going to be on Eliza Bush.
And that's Strum now over to Moore. Moore looking down for Junkins. Sorry, still learning names. It's Currents now.
Working the corner, hands it off to
Moore, gets stolen by Paget. Paget with an open fast break layup, and it's good. And that'll go for your first points of the game as your hometown Minute Maids take a 2-0 lead. Moore into Sutherland. Now in the hands of... Man, sorry, I'm struggling learning names this evening.
Sutherland there at the top of the key. That's tipped by Peyton Goodwin. She's going to have fast break opportunity. She has Pinckney underneath, driving. No good.
And that's jump ball. Possession goes to Bird. It's Sutherland with the ball now, up to Strum. Strum being guarded by Paget, and she'll turn it over. Pass up to Ella, and that'll be out of Pinckney's reach, as that'll go back to RCB possession.
We have possession toward RCB.
Currents now with the inbound pass. She's got Strum.
Strom at half court. She's guarded by Pinckney.
Strum over to Currents.
Was almost tipped by Pinckney there.
Moore driving baseline. Bad pass, and that'll go out of bounds. Minute Maid's possession.
It's pass to Joe Nichols there.
He did seem to be the closest. First subs made by the Minute Maids, and it's Bush out and help me, Caden.
Addie Curry.
Addie Curry
and
and
Kira Vincent
yes.
and Kinsey Egress on
I'm
the
not
floor. Kinsey
feeling-
Egress sets the screen now to Vincent.
Thank you, Caden.
Paget in the corner. Now Pinckney in the corner. She'll look to drive. Hands it out to Vincent. She was good in the JV game earlier. Back to Vincent. Now to Paget. She'll work from foul line. Floater.
No good, but gets her own board. Kicks it out to Vincent for three. She's
good.
got it. Strum now with the ball for the Birds. Picked off by Peyton, and that's Pinckney. No good layup. Rebound Currents. Currents up to Strum. Over to Sutherland. Sutherland back to Strum. Tries to get it in, and it'll be tipped by Paget. Sutherland was able to come up with it. Three.
From Sherrard's. No good.
No good.
Hey, Goodwin with the rebound. She'll carry it up the floor for the Maids. She's got some room. She'll hand it out to Kira Vincent in the corner. Now to Pinckney. Pinckney, top of the key, back to Vincent.
Pull-up jumper for two. No good. Rebound Strum.
Strum to Sherrard, and she'll travel. Have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a half 30-second timeout, so we'll get you. We're part of Channel 3, so we'll get you the Channel 3 intro. Right. All right, you're going to hit stop ad. Yep. And we're back from the short commercial break. Pinckney will take it up the floor for the Maids. She'll hand it to Goodwin. Curry sets the screen. Now to Pinckney in the corner. Goodwin drives from top of the key. That's good.
Maids taking an early 7-0 lead. Full court pressure, and they're going to get, I believe, Pinckney on a shove there. Yep, they're going to give that one to Pinckney, and that'll be her first. Vincent now coming to the bench. Bush now coming to the game. Currency on the inbound.
Have Pinckney guarding. Nope, not Summerlin. Strum. Names are not my best friend either. That's Sutherland. Did you catch what happened there? Travel.
That was a travel on Junkins, and she'll actually end up going to the bench.
Bush in the corner now to Pinckney. Goodwin in the corner for three.
No good. Offensive rebound, Curry.
Curry, she'll look to hand out to Pinckney. She decided on taking the shot, but instead she'll drive, and that's good.
That will be off the leg of Pinckney. He'll stay with Bird. Bird's been having some trouble with early full court press, though, shown by the Minute Maids.
More to inbounds for the Birds. Your Eagles.
Strum over to Moore. Back to Strum. Strum, big pass to Sutherland. Sutherland trying to get trapped by Curry, and she'll kick it out to Currency, and that's no good. Rebound Sutherland.
Sutherland looks to drive. That shot's no good. Eliza Bush on the rebound. Peyton Goodwin carrying it up the floor for the maid. She'll hand it to Paget. Paget underneath for Curry. She'll move around. Shot's no good. And we're going to have jump ball.
And this time it should stay with the Minute Maids.
Minute.
And,
Egress will check in, and Curry will go to the bench. Is that what you was getting ready to say?
Yep. It's all right.
Goodwin inbounds for the maids. She'll probably look for Pinckney here.
Tries to get into Paget. Ball's bounced around a little bit, and they're going to say that was off the leg of Paget. RCB ball. Moore now to pass in the inbound pass.
Pinckney heavily guarding, and it's off the legs of Pinckney again. Telling you, this has been a really good full court pressure game so far.
Bird has definitely struggled with trying to break this pressure. They really have only made it across half court a couple times, and it's led to turnovers, and that will be the same. Pinckney with the ball now. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Moore there.
Yep.
The student section sure thinks, though. They've already started their chance, and they are correct. It will be on Moore, her first of the game. Currency checking in, Sherrard checking out.
Goodwin to inbounds. She'll hand it to Pinckney. Now to Goodwin. Goodwin will work top of the key. Now to Paget. Pinckney in the corner. 3. Off the rim. That's going to be a foul on Eliza Bush.
Eliza Bush, her first of the game.
That'll be her second.
Second. Never mind. So, Brody, who all has fouls so far? Bush, Pinckney, and Moore are the three. Bush, Pinckney, the three with fouls so far in tonight's game. Bush with 2, Pinckney with 1, Moore with 1.
Pinckney stole the ball, and I thought the foul was on the shot, but evidently it wasn't. Inbounds incoming for Goodwin.
She'll get it to Pinckney. Swings it over to Vincent for 3. No good. Rebound Moore. And I believe you're going to get a carry.
It's going to be inbounds on the side. We're going to have Sherrard checking back in for Moore.
RCB seems to be rotating the same 6 players in just about every combination so far tonight.
Pinckney hands it off to Goodwin in the corner. That bounces in and out. Offensive rebound by Pinckney.
Goodwin fires back for another 3. No good. Rebound. Pinckney drives off the board. Too strong.
Kenzie Egress with the offensive rebound. That shot was no good. Stolen back by Kiera Vincent. She'll hand it to Pinckney. Pinckney will drive. Steps back in the corner. And that's going to be picked off by... Help me out, Zane.
Sorry, Strum picking it off, and Goodwin knocking it out of bounds to stop the potential fast break opportunity. Sutherland now to inbounds.
I'm not good with these names.
Sutherland looking, finds Sherrard. Sherrard around the corner.
Sherrard will hand it to Strum. Strum will work the top of the key. She'll drive left side, hand it back to Sherrard. That's picked off by Kiera Vincent. Kiera Vincent will have wide open space up the floor. That layup is good.
Easy money there for the Minute Maids. That's their style of offense. Really has been working all night. They've created a lot of early turnovers, and they're trapping Strum, and they're going to catch her in a double dribble back to Minute Maids possession. This is up-tempo ball. This is exactly how they want to control the pace, and you can see because it's already paid off to an early 11-0 run.
Liza Bush is heading to the bench. So isn't Kenzie Egress. We have Curry and I think
Paget.
Yep. My mind went blank.
It's happened a lot for both of us so far this evening. Hopefully the second half looks a little bit better, or at least second quarter. It's Paget now, shooting, deep two, no good, rebound, good one.
Goodwin will hand it back out to the corner to Pinckney. Top of the key, Kira Vincent. 3. Off the back of the boards, no good. Back out to Vincent. She'll look for Pinckney, top of the key. She'll drive toward the corner. Back to the top of the key. She'll set the offense.
Vincent down to Paget. Paget driving, working, and she'll be fouled. I think it's worth noting Goodwin there was padding her stats a little bit, getting all those rebounds, saying I'm not just the person to go out and get steals and points, helping out her rebound numbers too. Paget now to the line to shoot 2.
She already shoot 2?
Yeah, that was, I think, her second.
That was a quick 2.
Yeah, quick 2.
Sherrard.
Passing, intercepted by Goodwin. Goodwin turning the floor.
She'll get around half court, hand it off to Paget. Pinckney, corner, driving, shoots. Short. Rebound by Strum. Strum carrying it up the floor, and then she'll travel.
Caden's getting a little cracked up by the student section's chants, and
I wasn't expecting that one. Good one. Carrying it for the Maids. Now Vincent in the corner. 3.
no good. Rebound Curry, and I think that was a shot. Sherrard now with the ball, and foul on Curry. That will be Curry's first of the night, and RCB inbound pass is underway.
Be taken out by Strum.
Strum looking for Sutherland. Sutherland now has the ball with a 3-on-2 press.
Strum.
And a big pass, and that's going to be stolen by Curry. Curry trapped in the corner.
Got Kira Vincent behind her.
And that ball is on the floor, and Sutherland comes away with it on a one-on-one fast break. It's Sutherland and Paget. She stops, kicks it back out, and slows it down.
Sutherland driving.
Right into the hands of Bush. Bush now to Goodwin.
Goodwin has Curry. Hands it off to Curry. In the corner. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin driving, foul line. And that's out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Maids. End bounce coming for the Maids. Waiting for Goodwin to tie her shoes.
Goodwin to Vincent. Paget back to Goodwin. Corner 3. No good. Rebound Sherrard. Sherrard over to Currency. Currency up to Strum. And Vincent trying to run her out, and that will be the end of your first quarter. Your score, Minute Maids 12, RCB 0. Any thoughts right off that first quarter, Caden?
First quarter thoughts. I think the Maids played a really good press. Forced a lot of turnovers. I think that they could possibly finish on some of these turnovers that they have and really maybe get something defensive or offensively going. You have any thoughts for first quarter, Zane?
Yeah, I think if you're the Minute Maids, you want to keep up the intensity. It's been working. You've seen a lot of sloppy basketball from the Eagles tonight so far. A lot of turnovers and that led to a lot of fast break opportunities, which has led to multiple Minute Maids scoring I think if you're RCB, it's quite the opposite. You're wanting to slow this game down. You want to gain control of the tempo. The tempo is everything. I believe it was Bill Self that was a big believer of that. And right now, the Minute Maids have simply controlled the tempo much better than the Eagles have. I think it's also worth noting that Vincent, coming off of a good first quarter in JV game,
Yes.
already has 5 tonight. Seems to be somebody who's stepping up and picking up some of the scoring roles that the Minute Maids have been needing this season. On the court now for the Minute Maids is Bush, Egris, Pinckney, Paget, and Goodwin. And on for the Flying Eagles is Currency, Sutherland, Strum, Sherrard, and Turner. That's a new one. Turner now checking in for the first time for the Eagles.
Going back to you saying big scores for the Maids, I mean, we do have Brent Hunt
Yeah,
that, you know,
still out, and that's
yeah.
costly. I love the nickname Bryn 10 from hitting the 10 threes last year. I think that sounds really cool. But no, she's definitely a missed part of this Minute Maid's offense. She's one heck of a shooter, and it's going to impact the game when she's not on the court. But it's Pinckney, corner, 3, scores, and she's got it, and that's her first triple of the night. Sutherland now getting trapped by Goodwin and Pinckney. She'll find Strum at the middle of the court.
Strum driving left side to Turner. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Eliza Bush. Good recovery there by Bush. Hands it up to Paget. Paget to Goodwin.
I think we're going to get a foul on Moore there from RCB, and that would be her second of the night. It is on Moore, and that is her second of the night. Third, correction. Early foul trouble then for RCB, with Moore picking up her third pretty early in the game, and I believe she'll be heading to the bench now.
Yes. Had Blake and I think Sutherland check in.
Goodwin looking for Pinckney.
Pinckney, top of the key, hands it to Paget. Paget driving, hands it back out to Pinckney. Now to Goodwin. She'll shoot. 3. Off the back iron. Rebound by Junkins.
Pressure still there for the Minute Maids. It's Currency trying to dribble it out. She's get trapped 2-on-1. She'll find Strum guarded by Paget, and that's 10 seconds. And that'll be back into the possession of the Minute Maids. Goodwin to Paget. Trying to get inside to Egris. Looking, kicks it back out to Paget. Paget not correlating well, not great communication with Egris, and that'll be a turnover for the Minute Maids. Currency now to take the ball out for the Flying Eagles. Which is kind of an interesting mascot, Caden. When I first read that their official mascot isn't indeed a flying eagle, what eagles aren't flying?
True. I mean, they could be sitting in the nest, but
Like, I don't know. Like I would understand like an American eagle or like a golden eagle, or a bald eagle even, but I don't understand clarifying that the eagle is flying. I don't know. Back to basketball, though. It's Strum with the ball now for the Flying Eagles. She drives. No good. Off the glass. Curry up to Goodwin.
Goodwin driving. She has some wide open space. She'll take it underneath.
Bush on the rebound. She puts it back up and gets 2.
Currents.
Sutherland trying to escape the pressure. She gets to Strum. Strum getting up the court. It's Pinckney guarding her, cutting her off, and Strum steps out of bounds, back into possession of the Minute Maids. It's Sherrard checking in and Strum checking out, I believe, for the first time tonight.
Liza Bush going to the bench. We have Kira Vincent. Pinckney driving it up the floor. She'll go to the top of the key. Now to Goodwin. Now to Paget on the corner. Goodwin.
Big pass. Pinckney, open 3 look. She'll drive. Floater. No good. Rebound Paget. Paget puts it back up. No good. Rebound Junkins. And she'll find Sutherland. Big pass to Sherrard. Sherrard.
Driving left side.
She's fouled, and I'm thinking they're saying no shot on the floor.
It's going to be on the floor foul. I can't speak.
Yes, it will, Caden. And Sutherland now to inbound for the Flying Eagles. Sutherland looking. She finds Sherrard.
Sherrard working the corner by the Hope Gas logo. She'll go foul line. And she'll
And
throw that one out of bounds.
that'll be another turnover for the Eagles and back into Minute Maid possession. Brody, are we keeping track of turnovers this half? No, we're not. Brody Skinner tonight is our statistician, also expert distance runner. And Curry grabbing her own rebound, and she gets it that time. Maids take an early 19-0 lead.
Currents to Sherrard. Sherrard working the double team. Currents also in the double team. That was almost picked off by Vincent.
It will go out of bounds, and they will say it's out on Vincent, and it's Currents now to
Inbounds. Hackney to guard. Have some Eagles checking in and out of the game.
Sutherland being guarded by Goodwin. Strum coming up to help. She'll set a screen, but Goodwin just misses it. Sutherland still dribbling up top. Another screen comes. This one will get Goodwin, and we
Rose on the illegal screen for the Eagles.
And that is Bush checking in for Paget. Paget will take a seat. Goodwin will inbounds the ball.
And we have, Bush back on the court. Good one, top of the key. She'll drive. Fouled.
And we're going to get another foul on the floor. This one will be on number 10. That is Sherrard. Her first of the game. Goodwin looking for Pinckney. Pinckney for three.
Good. Oh, no.
Not good.
Good.
Count your chickens before they hatch.
Yep. Pinckney, top of the key.
Try it again. White wasn't staring to go. Say bad and see if it works. It goes in.
Good one for three.
That one is good, but her foot was on the line. That'll go for two.
Yeah.
Stolen by the Minute Maids, and first shot from Curry's no good. Rebound Bush. Bush kicks it out to Pinckney. And Pinckney will set back the offense.
Top of the key. She'll look for Vincent. Vincent working top of the key. She'll shoot for three. Off the back iron.
That's another jump ball. Possession stays with the Minute Maids.
Good one to inbounds.
And that is Turner checking in for Groves. Good one to Pinckney. Pinckney, Vincent, open three in the corner, no good. Rebound. Vincent gets her own rebound there.
Pinckney steps back to set the offense. Good one. Underneath the Curry. Curry will send it out to Pinckney for three.
She's got it. That's her second three of the night, second three of the quarter, and the Maids are now up 24-0. I don't think you can ask for a more ideal start if you're the Minute Maids. And that'll be another turnover on RCB, and that one goes out of the hands of Turner.
From Sherrard. Paget and Egress checking in, and we have Curry and Vincent going to the bench with 3:30 left in this first half. Pinckney carrying it up the floor for the Maids. Handed off to Goodwin. Now Bush. Stripped. Goodwin recovers and off of Sherrard. It's going to be an inbounds for the Maids.
High IQ play there from Goodwin, knowing she was getting ready to fall out of bounds, hitting the ball off the leg of Sherrard there. Pinckney now with the ball, swings it to Goodwin, looking into Egress. Egress shoots, and we're going to get a foul on, I believe, Turner. And indeed, it will be on Turner. And they're going to call it on the floor as well. Goodwin now to inbounds. She'll get it to Bush. Bush, two, no good. Rebound for Strum. And Strum's going to walk, and it's going to stay with the Minute Maids. Caden, I'm curious to know how many shots the Eagles have took this half. I don't really know how many, if they've even been able to getting scoring opportunities too many times. The Minute Maid defense has been immaculate. That's good one on the reverse, no good. And that'll go out of bounds, and they're going to say that's Eagles ball. Full court press yet again for the Minute Maids. Looking to get it to Strum. Strum being double teamed by Bush and Pinckney. Big pass to Sutherland. Sutherland picked up by Paget. Double team now with Pinckney. Back to Strum. Strum got away with the ball there. Getting ready to
Strum
pressure.
by the Hope Gas logo. She'll look to drive left side from the corner, and she was fouled. 2 shots. The foul was on Egress.
Relatively clean game, though, for the Minute Maids, as that's only their second foul this quarter.
Had 4 in the first, so 6 total in the game.
As Strum's first one is no good, and the Eagles remain scoreless as of now.
We have Junkins checking in for Turner.
The student section is not doing their normal stuff. They are barking, but I believe that's going to be a lane violation on Bush, and that's going to give her an extra shot. And Minute Maids thought they were getting away with 2 missed free throws, but now a third attempt for Strum, and that one's good, and that'll get the Eagles on the board, 24-1. Good one, trying to increase the tempo. She'll find Pinckney, down to Bush, inside to Egress. Currency now driving, and big pass up to Strum, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Inbounds here for the Maids. Going to have Peyton Goodwin taking it out. We're going to have Kira Vincent and Addie Curry checking in. Liza Bush, Kenzie Egress heading to the bench. 2:20 left in this first half of action. We have Pinckney carrying it up the floor for the Maids. Now to Goodwin. Screen set by Curry. Corner for Pinckney. She'll drive. Baseline. Goodwin. Floater. Good.
Well, the 24-0 run was shut down by the Eagles, but now starting another one with that floater from Goodwin. And that'll go out of the hands of Junkins into the hands of Curry. Curry driving it up, looking to get it into the hands of a guard.
Pinckney hands off to Goodwin. Now Vincent, corner, looking for Curry underneath.
Curry, no good the first time, gets her own rebound, misses again. Paget's got it, and it's good. And that inbound pass will be tipped off by Ella Pinckney. It'll stay with the Flying Eagles.
Pinckney guarding Currents.
That one tipped out by Goodwin.
It's just a big game of keep away at this point. It's going to be Currents on the inbounds for the Eagles. Pinckney guarding. Going to have Strum.
And Vincent now takes her turn of knocking that one out of bounds. They're not making it easy on this inbound pass for the Eagles.
Hey, they've took 2 seconds off the clock.
This time it will make it into the hands of an Eagle, and they're trying to trap her on the baseline. It's Strum driving up the court. Pass to Junkins. Junkins getting
double teamed. Junkins trying to shoot, and
they're going to catch Curry on a push.
Does that make Curry's third foul?
Second, I believe. And it's Junkins now to the line for the Flying Eagles.
I'd normally give you a free throw percentage here for the players, but we don't have no stats on the Eagles. So.
And now it's an inbound pass. I didn't think that would have been a shooting foul. I think they got confused on which team was getting ready to go into the bonus. But with everything lined out, it's Currency now with the ball. Or Currents, not Currency. Paget now looking to drive over to Goodwin. Goodwin floater fouled.
Goodwin's going to have 2 shots coming her way. Foul is on
Sherrard.
That's her second? First.
They have the foul wrong. They put it on number 1, Cole, and who's not in the game. It's on 10, Sherrard. They just corrected.
Okay. Thought so. Is Goodwin's first shot is good. Goodwin's been shooting 83% so far this season as her second shot falls.
Anticipate her end of season average to be in the 90s.
It's at 88 so far as Paget picks that one off, hands it to Goodwin. Goodwin driving up the floor. Underneath in the paint, that's no good, and
Junkins with the rebound, but Ella's in there causing havoc, and it'll be out on Pinckney. Kearns
Pinckney.
looking for an inbound pass.
Pinckney
She'll try to get it to Strum, but that'll be off her feet and into Minute Maid's possession. Or, yeah, okay. They weren't moving very fast, and I thought I called something wrong, but Minute Maid's possession. Pinckney
to inbounds, which is different. Minute left here in this first half of action.
And that'll be off the head of Sutherland, but Goodwin will still be able to get it. Now into Curry, and that's a jump ball, and that's going to go to the Eagles.
Obviously, if you're the Maids, go to full court pressure.
With 55 seconds left in the first half, your score is Minute Maids 30, Flying Eagles 1. Sutherland with the ball, and that almost stolen again. Strum now looking to drive, picked off by Goodwin, and that'll go out of bounds around half court.
Sutherland inbounds. I think we had substitutions.
Which bailed out a pass that went straight to the out of bounds.
Went straight to the cheerleaders. Hey, they are the sixth man on the floor, so. So we have Sutherland. Nope.
Strum.
I just seen the two.
Sutherland shooting. Sutherland missing. Rebound Bush.
Bush to Vincent. Now Goodwin. Goodwin driving underneath Curry. She was fouled by
Junkins.
Addie Curry to the line for the Maids.
Her first one's good, and that'll give the Mint Maids a 30-point advantage.
Going into the half.
Second one's good.
She shot 5 from 8 from the line last year, giving her 63% on the year. It's better than last year. Strum, guarded by Pinckney. They look to set the screen, but that was unsuccessful.
They appear to be trying to get the last shot of the game, and a near turnover there. Strum throwing the ball around Goodwin. It goes out of bounds. 4 seconds left, and Pinckney's going to wait to touch it. She's got 4 to shoot. Driving, passing to Vincent for 3. Good if it goes in. She's got it. 35-1 going into the half. Your Minute Maids are in the lead.
We're going to might have a replay on this here in a minute. Here's the replay. That was a heck of a shot to end the half.
Definitely, and big first half too for Vincent as a whole. What are your first half thoughts, Caden?
First half thoughts. Whew. Man. Maids played the half court, full court pressure, man to man, really well. They really kept the Eagles from scoring in this first half. Really impressive with what they done. Really getting turnovers. And really the offensive rebounds. Getting the second chance points and everything. Really good half by the Maids.
No, I couldn't agree more. They, like I was mentioning earlier, they have continued to control the tempo here in tonight's game. I'm going to go ahead and go out and say I think this is the most the Minute Maids have looked since their like West Side game last year.
Yes.
I mean, this has been a complete game. Offense has not been a problem here tonight for the Minute Maids. They've had a lot of people stepping up in big ways. We had mentioned Vincent many times earlier, and she's been shooting very well tonight, as well as Bush, who's seen some more minutes than usual, got a few rebounds for us, and the whole team is playing with lots of intensity as a whole, and it's really great to see. If you're looking at this from RCB standpoint, that was not
really rough half.
Yeah, it was a rough half when you consider technically that their 1 point they do have came off of a lane violation and a third foul shot.
Yeah.
So really, if that error wouldn't have happened on the Minute Maids, they could be 35-0 right now.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to what you said with Eliza Bush and Kira Vincent, I'm really impressed with the way Kira Vincent's played so far tonight. Going back to the JV game, played a really good first quarter in that JV game. Then plays varsity, and really steps up. Really impressive what she has done this evening.
Yeah, and I look in the second half for some of these deeper bench players to come out. I expect to maybe see Morgan Curry, Shirley Lohr, Daniela Amina, or I can't say her last name very
Possibly
well.
making a second half.
I wouldn't be surprised if this streak continues for the Minute Maids offense. I wouldn't doubt that they come in and you see a little bit more action from some of those deeper bench players. But no, great half by the Minute Maids. And Brody, what do you got the stats? What's the most impressive number for you tonight?
Probably say we've got Haven with 8, Kira with 8. Yeah, those are elite scores.
Just interesting note, we have a three-way tie for our leading scorers tonight. Goodwin, Vincent, and Pinckney. Three-way tie kind of reminds me of Cars when Chick Hicks, Lightning McQueen, and Strip Weathers all's three-way tie for first place in the Piston Cup. You know, that's kind of the energy it's given, and they've played similar to that. Honestly, you could go with saying you've had two veteran players in Goodwin.
Well, Zane kind of got cut short on his Chick Hicks conversation here
Our
halftime.
our
So
beloved
do you
Owen
continue?
our beloved Owen DeBar here was he was rolling ads without telling anybody. I was blabbing for a good another 30 seconds or so just talking about stuff here. And I look over and I see an ad firing. I'm like, can they hear me?
No.
But no, great work tonight, Owen, with running the scoreboard. We appreciate all of our LCHS crew.
Brody with stats, Miss White running the camera.
We have another member in here tonight, our station director for our podcast, who's wanting to give some first half thoughts.
Hey,
API Alkire.
I'll hand it over to the man, the myth, the legend himself, JP Allkire. Just please don't do what you done last time.
Hey everybody, it's James P. Alkire, also known as JP Alkire, up in the press box. I'd just like to give a few statements. We really need to give it up for these refs today. They've been doing a great job at calling calls that they haven't called for a while. You know, I've been here for 3 years at Lewis County High School, and I've been adamant that the referees that ref our games, even when we went down to states last year, call a lane violation. You know, I'm very happy, even though it was on our team, that we're getting lane violation calls or this early on in the season. They also got that good 10-second call for half court. You know, I think the quality of refs stepped up, dude.
I agree that tonight's officiating has been very fair, so hats off to the men
Not
wearing
only
stripes
fair,
tonight.
Not only fair, it's phenomenal. Like, they're calling the calls. You know, I'm over in the student section in the front row. Watch the lane violation. Watch the lane violation. One of them finally listened. You know, they listened last year at West Side, or actually at Buchanan, sorry. Maybe it was West Side, Buchanan, I forget. They listened last year, and they called it. I'm just glad that they're calling it this early on in the season, you know, because I had to wait, what? How many games we played? I had to wait like 20 games for them to call a lane violation. Like, what is going on? But, hey, I'm glad that they're calling it here right now.
But back onto the topic of tonight's game, what players have stand out to you the
Listen.
most tonight?
I came and watched a little bit of the JV game. A player, and I think she should be MVP of tonight, is Kira Vinson. She has stepped up. Phenomenal. She has played a phenomenal game. I don't know about the stats, but she's tied with Peyton Goodwin, is she not?
And Pinckney, they all have
Tied with
8.
Peyton and Pinckney. Goodwin and Pinckney. I think that she has done a phenomenal performance today, and I think that maybe she needs to get a little less minutes on JV and maybe put her in some more varsity. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah, I am. Well, we've been speaking pretty highly of her tonight in the press box up here. Definitely played a heck of a game so far. Stood out along with newcomers such as freshman Eliza Bush, as we had talked about earlier, getting a lot of rebounds, and I believe she's got. I don't know the stat. She's got 2 for the night, but she's definitely made her impact in the game in other ways. Played a clean game today. Well, clean in comparison. We've had a few turnovers, but the way they've been able to trap and pressure and just get this RCB team off their balance has been very impressive in the first half. I'm very excited to see what they can do in the second.
Now, as we approach the second half, Zane, how do you think RCB could come back from this? And do you think Joe's just going to keep up with the pressure?
Yeah, I don't see Joe's not kind of the guy to let off the throttle. Really, I think he'll keep the pressure on. The way you will see Joe let up some pressure is he's going to start going deeper into his bench. But I'd expect them to still continue to press. If you're RCB, you want to slow this down and get this into your hands of your shooters. I seen in the JV game Blake make a couple shots, or just any other shooters that you have on the team, whether that be Strum, Junkin, Sutherland, and turn this game. You got to slow it down. You got to control the tempo, and you got to get some better looks on offense.
All right. Well, as the third quarter starts, I'll hand this off to Caden.
Thank you so much, JP.
You are welcome.
Yes, thank you, JP. As we have Paget carrying it up the floor. That's a little bit different look from first half.
Paget now to Goodwin. Goodwin to Pinckney in the corner.
Pinckney driving from corner. Shot is good.
And I was wrong. Joe is going to let off the pressure, and they're going to go back to playing half-court defense, still in man-to-man.
Which really is an aggressive defense still, too.
Yeah, you're definitely still getting a lot of pressures, and I don't expect the turnovers to slow down as there. The Minute Maids get one fast break opportunity, good one, and she will shoot, no good, gets her own rebound.
But she stepped out of bounds before when she had the rebound, so ball will go back the other way.
Southern now taking the ball up for the Eagles. And that ball will be picked off by Pinckney. Big pass up to Goodwin. Goodwin with a one-on-one with Sutherland. She's got it this time. 39-1. Their Minute Maids are now up to a 38-point advantage.
This is what I was talking about, finishing on the fast break. Really will turn your scoreboard around very quickly. The Southern at the top of the key, working right side, hands it off to. Help me out, Zane.
It was to Strum. Now back to Currents. Currents driving. She's got a bucket.
Hey, that's the Eagles' first basket of the game.
And Pinckney now driving for the Minute Maids, and she's got two. Quick response from the Minute Maids. And we were given a lot of credit to Vincent in that first half, but not to be overshadowed. Both Pinckney and Goodwin have played stellar first halves. I just didn't want to cut them short of some recognition. They both have played equally as well and getting the pressure and scoring. Definitely impressed with this, especially the guards from this Minute Maids defense.
Of Currents bringing it up the floor for the Eagles. She'll look to drive left side. And
I believe we got a timeout from the Eagles.
so let's roll. It's 30-second timeout, so let's roll Channel 3 intro since we are part of Channel 3. You won't have to stop it.
Yeah, just let it play.
Currents to inbounds for
Sutherland.
Okay. I just seen two again. These numbers are really hard to see on their jerseys.
That was more now to Strum. I like the mix match choose from Strum. I'm not going to lie, I am a fan. Sutherland now with the ball. Strum.
That is cool. I just now realized that now that you pointed it out. Egress defending, I can't tell who.
That was Junkins who had the rebound on her own shot, and I believe now is to the foul line. Junkins has been to the line once tonight, I believe 0-2.
I like how JP wrote lane violation real big across my notes before he left.
He was definitely
Preaching lane violation.
He was very ecstatic about these refs, which hats off to them, like I said earlier. They have called a phenomenal game. It's been very fair. They've got all the calls that I've seen from the press box. And that is going to be off the hands of Goodwin, staying with the Eagles.
I'll put use Owen's analogy. Better than butter biscuits. I like Owen's analogies. They crack me up.
Here's your English quiz. What is that an example of?
Yeah, I don't know. I failed my English exam, so yep.
That would be alliteration, Caden.
Yep, Mom, you just found that out.
Miss White would want you to know that, Caden. It's Goodwin now taking it up the court. Over to Pinckney, now to Vincent for three. No good. Rebound, Paget. Paget
back to Vincent. Looks for Goodwin. In the corner. Back to Pinckney. She'll set the offense. Vincent will hand it to Goodwin. Goodwin for Egress underneath.
And that ball will be out on RCB, and it'll stay with the Lewis County Minute Maids. Sherrard checking in for the Birds.
Pinckney to inbounds. That's a little bit of a different look as well for the Maids. Egrass will set the screen on Sherrard. Egrass turns around, shot, no good.
Currents now with the ball. Over to Sutherland.
Sutherland carrying it up the floor for the Eagles. She'll hand it off to Currents. Currents to Sherrard in the corner. 3. That's off the marks. Offensive rebound, no good. Kenzie Egrass with the rebound, and that's going to be jump ball possession back to the Eagles.
And that's Egress out and
Curry in.
Curry in. Thank you. I've struggled with that name tonight. Sherrard, another open look on the corner. She'll try to drive, and she loses her dribble. It's
Kira
Vincent now with the ball.
Steals it.
Over to Paget.
Paget wide open. Underneath. That's no good. Foul. Offensive foul. It's on Peyton Goodwin. That'll give the Maids their second foul of the quarter. In this 41-4 matchup. Not every day you get to say that.
No, and that'll be picked off by Pinckney over to Goodwin, and she's got nobody around, so she'll take her time, and that's an easy bucket for the Minute Maids. Blake checking in. Noted that I've seen her make a couple shots in that JV game. Curious to know if that might be the spark this struggling offense for the RCB Flying Eagles might need.
Sherrard hands it to Sutherland. Sutherland driving right side, hands it to Currents. Currents driving. Off the back iron, offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot. It's going to be 2 shots.
Foul. That foul's on Curry, and that's her third. It is her third. Starting to see maybe a little bit of foul trouble there.
And Junkins back at the line for the Eagles.
The Eagle to watch with foul trouble is Moore, who's on the bench right now, but had 3 early in the second quarter. Has played a lot cleaner of a game since then. Haven't been picking up fouls, but curious to know when she comes back in, if she's going to still be playing cautious, and that will get the Flying Eagles up to 5 points. And it's Junkins heading to the bench.
Jada and they're laughing down there. Good one. Up the floor for the Maids. Back to Paget.
Bush shoots, no good. Rebound by Turner.
Bush had it there for a second.
Currents over to Strum. Strum driving, shooting, no good. Rebound, good one, kicking it up the floor to Curry. Curry's got it, a 2-on-1. She shoots, no good. Paget rebound. No good. Paget rebound. And she gets that one to go. That is right there is what every Little League coach loves to see, Caden. Person getting your own rebound and keeping with it and turning it into some points there for the Minute Maids. Caden, did you play Little League basketball?
Yes, I did.
What team were you on, Caden?
I was on the Colts, you know.
Yes,
Brody was on that team too.
I was on the Mountaineers. First year on that team, we won the championship. That was a good start. Brody here was on the Colts, and Owen also helping us tonight was on the Minutemen. And he claims his last year playing, he was the 9th leading scorer in the league. I don't know how he remembers that, but
that's stats I would.
An impressive stat nonetheless for Owen DeBar. What'd you have? 2,000 that year? Oh, he says, oh no, 8,000. And it's Sherrard now with the ball. And
tipped off by Paget. Paget will look for good one underneath. That layup's good.
Starting to see a little bit of morale getting broke down for the Eagles. That's more. That's their girl in foul trouble. That one off the hands of Sherrard. Student section has calmed down, that's for sure. They don't seem to be quite entertained.
Yeah, they seem bored.
Vincent, 3, no good. Rebound, Goodwin.
Goodwin.
We may have jinxed her.
Pickney, top of the key, hands it off to Paget. Bush sets the screen. Over to Goodwin. Pickney, corner 3. That's short. Vincent tried to get the rebound, and that's going to be possession for the Eagles.
And here's your first substitution that I was talking. They might be going a little bit deeper on their bench, and that will be Daniela Almina's first time on the court tonight. Number 24, guarding Moore, right at your foul line. That's actually our foreign exchange student from Spain. Goodwin taking it up the floor for the Minute Maids. Bush coming to set a screen on Blake, but Goodwin loses the ball. She gets it back, though.
Goodwin to Vincent. Vincent will shoot for 3.
She's
That's good.
got it. There we go. I was worried that we jinxed her, but that'll go for her second triple of the night.
Blake up the floor for the Eagles. She's looking for someone. She had Sherrard and Moore. Moore with the shot. She's fouled. Here with 50 seconds left in the third. And Danielle is getting some instruction from Joe Nichols. Who was that foul on? I don't remember. Goodwin? How many does that make her? That's pretty good. She's only got 1 foul so far in this game. Especially going into the fourth.
Your Minute Maid in a little bit of foul trouble tonight is Curry, who is currently on the bench.
Lane violation. Shot's no good.
Besides that, there's not a whole lot really to worry about in terms of foul trouble. Goodwin taking it up, definitely slowing the tempo down a little bit, and no, she'll go. Corner.
Vincent driving underneath, picked off by
Strum.
Yeah.
Sutherland looking to control some tempo now. She'll get it to Blake.
Blake has Moore and Turner.
Sutherland driving, Sutherland shooting, Sutherland with a bucket, and that will cut the Minute Maids' lead down to 43.
Paget underneath, hands it out to Kira Vincent for corner 3. That's good.
You know, okay, hitting a 3 is great, but a corner 3 is just a little bit better. And that'll be lofted up as the third quarter goes to an end. Your score, the Minute Maids 53, RCB Flying Eagles 7.
I'm telling you, Kira Vincent keeps impressing me more and more she plays in this game.
Had several threes now for tonight's game. I believe she's hit 3 so far tonight.
How many points does she have?
I believe she had 8 at the first half, 6 since then, so 14.
14. That's a pretty good game. Really impressive. Can we get that on screen?
Caden, you want to talk about something real quick that wasn't impressive?
Too late. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get stats on screen, unfortunately. That takes too much work.
Real quick, Caden, I don't think this was too impressive. What'd you think of the Mountaineers bowl game last night?
I quit watching it after first quarter. They were starting to frustrate me. Memphis was getting really creative on offense, really, with the flea flickers, the read options, and things like that. We just could not cover
I think
worth a lick.
I think it's worth noting he's been my favorite player all season long
Garrett
and
Green.
continue to play well. Not Garrett Green,
Oh,
who continue to play well into that game. Who could be one of our highlights of next season, and that is Hudson Clement.
could we have
Brad.
another Tavon Austin moment?
I don't know. I definitely think Hudson Clement could be a key player in this offense going forward. And Rich Rod, if you're watching this broadcast, I want to see something innovated. Now, I'm just saying, I want to see like a dual quarterback system or triple options on every other play. I want to see some creative football. That's what I want to see. And I think Hudson Clement could be a huge key to that. Pairing with C.J. Donaldson and Jaheim White, who will hopefully be back.
Yeah.
I think if he could go out and hit this transfer portal, I think we could be okay next year. I know there's still a lot of hurt fans from Rich Rod. I was not alive at that time. I don't have a whole lot of hurt feelings about it, but my mom doesn't like him, so there is that.
I don't know if my cousin Bruce is watching, but yeah, he has very strong feelings as Turner gets the basket for the Birds.
Back to basketball.
Hey, when we do get a chance, I want to talk about Memphis a little bit more.
Daniela, 3, no good. Rebound, Sutherland, and that pass picked off by Goodwin.
Good one to Bush. Good one to Paget. Out to corner for Danielle. That three short. Off of Turner for the Eagles. Good one inbounds for the Maids. We have Morgan Curry and Danielle, some JV players in the game.
That's Daniela, and driving, blocked. And that ball will be recovered by Blake. Blake now looking to take it up the floor. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore thought about shooting it, but she'll get it into Junkins. Junkins shooting, no good. Rebound Vincent. Vincent up to Goodwin.
Good one carrying it up the floor for Danielle. Underneath. That's
And
good.
She's got 2. Her first double of the night.
Yeah. First varsity points, according to Owen.
Oh, and I'm going to have to trust you on that because I don't know
Yeah,
that
me
stat.
too.
And that is going to be a fumbled pass recovered by Strum. Strum driving. Strum scoring and picking up the foul. And I believe they're going to get that on Morgan Curry,
And we
not
have
the Curry that's in foul trouble.
Shirley Lure coming into the game. Lewis County's favorite player from last year.
It was definitely an exciting moment when she hit that
Yes.
shot against West Side last year. Crowd was definitely getting into it. Not too big of a crowd tonight, Caden.
No, I'm a little disappointed.
Hoping to see a larger crowd get back here by the end of the season, especially to see some postseason games, which hopefully we will be hosting. It's Vincent now to Daniela. Inside to Curry. That pass will be received by Strum over to Sutherland.
Talking about postseason, WVSSAC changed the way postseason works this year. So I'm kind of interested to see how that works this year. I think everyone just goes straight to regionals this year. And it's 2 rounds of regionals. It's going to be 2 shots coming up for someone, and that's going to be Kira Vincent picking up the foul.
Are you sure it's 2 rounds of regionals?
I'm not sure. They changed it though. We don't have our Dusty Metzger up here tonight to give us clarification on this.
I'm just curious because I'm sitting here thinking about it. Last year you had your first sectional game, your sectional championship game, and then your regional championship game. I'm curious to know exactly how that's going to work. But then again, they also had it to where you could lose your sectional championship game and still win a regional championship.
Win your sectional, or lose your sectional championship, and go on to play regionals.
And win.
Yeah. You just had to play the higher seed team at that point.
Vincent pulls back deep 2. No good. Rebound Currents.
Currents will hand it off to Strum. Strum carrying it up the floor for the Eagles.
Back
Back
to
to
Currents. RCB does not appear to be a perimeter shooting team. They've been getting some open looks near the three-point line and not quick to pull the trigger. I believe the only three that's been taken tonight was Sherrard in the third quarter.
I think she's had a few pulled threes. I don't know. This game's going very slow.
On a side note, I'm wearing a Santa hat. I don't know how it's relevant. I just think it's important.
Hey, talking about Christmas and your Christmas hats, if you're coming to the game, coming to the student section, the theme for tomorrow is Christmas themed. Tonight was ski trip. We did have Kel Hughes in a winter jacket. He's still wearing the winter jacket. I don't know how he's sweating at this point, but I think
Benson, three. No good. Rebound Lore. Over to Goodwin. Driving. Floater. She's
Good.
got it.
I did see some ski goggles and a helmet, so that's interesting. Meanwhile, back on the farm, have Currents top of the key. Sherrard driving, no good. Offensive rebound, that's no good, and it's going to be possession maids. 4 minutes left in this second half of action. Well, Zane, where are you going to be Saturday?
I'm going to be wrestling in Clay County, Caden. We're going to the Don Stover Duels, and I believe there's going to be around 14 teams there. Some good competition. Braxton County, I believe. Herbert Hoover.
There's a Sherrard 3 that bounced off the rim.
Goodwin driving. Goodwin no good. Rebound Sutherland. But
Sutherland driving.
no, going back to that, it's always going to be big because we're going to have some regional matchups today or on Saturday. Hopefully seeing Clay and potentially Braxton. I believe South Harrison's going to be there. I think potentially maybe even Philip Barber. So we're definitely seeing a lot of regional opponents. Your regional record matters, in my opinion, more than anything else. That's the ticket to getting to state is you got to be able to beat the kids in your region. So
Basket by Strum. RCB called a full timeout. So back to tomorrow night's game. Boys are back in action here tomorrow night at home against Philip Barber, but they'll also be right here on LCHS Minutemen Athletics with a 7:30 tip time.
yeah, and really, Kane, when you think about it, I was thinking about this earlier. You've got your ups and downs. You could go to the game and be part of an electric atmosphere and witness it live.
Yeah.
You could stay at home from the comfort of your own house and eat your snacks and drinks wherever you want.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
some ups and some downs from both sides. We encourage you to either watch us or come here live and support your hometown Minutemen as they get in some action against Philip Barber.
Speaking of Philip Barber, Maids will hit the road Friday night to play Philip Barber. 7:30 tip time.
I would just like to point out that the other day we were live, and I said if you had nothing else to do, then come watch our wrestling tournament and watch some kids get thrown or whatnot, and some enjoyable stuff.
Or go
And
watch the cheerleaders get thrown.
yeah, we did win the championship that day
Friday night.
on Friday. And then we had several first place finishers in the individual tournament.
I think you had like Ian Brown, Joseph Davison win their weight class.
And Landon Bush, and then me and Jacob Harbarger finished second in our weight class. So
That's really impressive by Jacob Hartbarger, the freshman, as we get a basket for the Birds. It was a 2.
with less than 3 minutes to go, it's Goodwin driving for the Minute Maids. Euro step, no good.
Currents got the rebound. Foul. It's going to be on the floor. That's going to be on Curry.
And Goodwin, who has not seen a break in a while, is finally going to get a chance to catch her breath as she joins Bush and Curry on the bench, which means your Minute Maids out playing right now are Lore, Vincent, Morgan Curry, Egris,
And
and
Danielle.
Daniela.
I'm not even going to attempt to say the last name. I want some confirmation.
And here's an open look for Moore, driving, no good, rebound Egris.
Egress hands it to Vincent. Vincent carrying it up the floor. She'll go to the corner, driving right side. Morgan Curry, layup, good.
And that'll put the Minute Maids over the 60-point mark. Two minutes left to go in this fourth quarter of action. Moore pulls the three, and that is no good off the leg of Currents, and that'll be Minute Maid's possession. Blake Sherrard checking in for the Flying Eagles, and it's Moore and Sutherland heading to the bench.
Shirley Lure to inbounds for the Maids. She'll have Kira Vincent to inbounds too. And we have the other three in the backcourt. Vincent to Egress. That was kind of tipped off by Sherrard. Sherrard getting guarded by Lure.
Sherrard slowing it down, trying to set up an offense. She's got Blake. Blake dribbling at the logo. Vincent pressuring, broke up dribble, and that'll stay in the hands of the Eagles as Knapp ends up with it. Knapp looking low, bad pass, out of bounds. Starting to see a lot more reserve players from the Eagles coming off the bench now, too, with number 15 Knapp in the game, number 5 Leah Groves in the game.
And for the Maids as well as Egress. It's going to be a blocking foul. 2 shots coming her way. She shot so far this season 2 for 4 from the line, giving her 50%.
Something that the Minute Maids have been historically good at is free throw shooting. As you looked in last year, and you had Brent Hunt, who was in the 90% last year, I believe, like almost 97% at the line
Yes.
towards the later half of
Yeah.
the season, if I remember that number correctly. Ella and Peyton, and I think one other, Maxwell, they were all
Yes.
at 80 and above. Can't forget Kenna Maxwell, who helped lead the Minute Maids into their playoff run last season.
Like,
Blake pulls it, and that's an air ball, and it'll go back to the Minute Maids.
had like honors from like the playoffs and stuff. I'm not 100% sure what they were.
I think Ella Pinckney, and Maxwell were both first team, but don't quote me on that because
Yeah.
I don't exactly remember.
That was a few months ago.
Caden, what was your favorite game of that playoff run?
I think my favorite game in that playoff run would have had to been East Fairmont.
East Fairmont. East Fairmont was a very fun game. Honestly, this may
very
be
electric.
a hot take, but give me the sectional championship against Sissonville.
You know, I wasn't here for that game, and I wish I was, as 3 from Sherrard's good.
And that's the first Flying Eagles triple of the night. And you've actually seen a little bit of their offense come alive here in the fourth, as they have scored, I think, more in the fourth than the rest of the game.
Sherrard with the rebound from Curry. Blake carrying it up the floor for the Eagles. She'll hand it to Jones.
Who gets it to Groves? Groves has got a double. And that'll cut the Minute Maids' lead down just a little bit. And Kira will let the clock wind down. That gives it your final of the RCB Flying Eagles 26 and your hometown Lewis County Minute Maids 63. A complete game. You've seen a little bit more scoring from the Eagles after we took away the full court pressure, but of course at some point that is expected.
Yeah.
There's no point in suffocating a team to under 10 points. I mean, that's just, you don't have to do that, nor do you need to. Great game all around though by the Minute Maids. And worth noting, the first win on the new floor.
Yes!
Finally had that happen. We thought the boys were going to get it against Preston County. And of course, the Minute Maids had their super tough matchup in the first game of the season against
Parkersburg.
Yeah.
A really much improved game from Parkersburg to now. I think possibly BU gave them a boost of confidence that they needed.
Yeah, when you start the season out with two hard games like Parkersburg and Glenville and or Gilmer, which I know a lot of people who don't know much about basketball, they say, well, Gilmer's not historically good at sports. Gilmer is arguably the best team in single A right now.
Yes.
So it was not a bad loss for the Minute Maids. But no, you're definitely seeing some newfound confidence in tonight's Minute Maids. They're playing with a little bit more ego, if you will. They're playing like that old Minute Maid self. They're controlling the tempo well.
The old team I'm used to seeing.
They're playing much better defense, and they're turning that defense and they're making it into offense, and that's what Minutemen and Minute Maids fans wanted to see from the beginning of the season. And
Yes.
gladly to say that they're already getting to it. Your final stats for the night. Total points, your leading scorer was Peyton Goodwin with 16, followed closely by Kira Vincent with 14. Right after that was Pinckney with 12, and Paget with 7, and then a few 2s and 4s in there for total points of 63 for the team. And looking on the RCB side, your leading scorer was Strum with 7 points, followed by Savannah Sherrard with 6, and
Really had a few threes there in the fourth quarter toward the end. Sure did. I think key player of the game for the Maids had to be Kira Vincent.
yeah, both her and Goodwin had outstanding games. They played essentially, I'm not going to say the same game because no two players have the same game, but they played very similar. They were both creating turnovers, playing very aggressive ball, and they were shooting the lights out. Goodwin did most of her work tonight with inside, some long twos, some floaters, and some layups, and Kira Vincent was arguably our best three-point shooter of the night. Um, but with that being said, a huge shout out to Miss White, who sacrificed the press box to be down on the floor running the camera. Brody Skinner, who was keeping our stats all night, which we love to have. Owen DeBar, who was running our camera, not our camera, our our computer all night, giving you your animations, replays, all that good stuff, keeping our score updated for you fans at home. And as always, I'm Zane Stewart alongside
The Caden Smith.
the Caden Smith, and can't forget the, as Caden likes to say, 6-man on the floor cheerleaders and Warzone, the student section, who was definitely active in the first half.
That's in the notes
They
at some point.
they were having some fun tonight. Anything else, Caden?
Well, I just want to finish this off. As this evening's games finished, obviously. Let's give a special thanks to the 6-man on the floor. As you just mentioned, they are led by Elise Moneypenny, which they finished 4th in the state there on Saturday, so really good job. The ROTC color guard with the presentation of the flags at the beginning, they're led by Sergeant Linger. The fans, obviously, attending tonight's game. And lastly, the LCN production crew. We had Miss White, which is over top the production. We had Mikey Oldacre this evening. Big help. Glad to have him back. Brody with stats, Owen on the computer, Miss White running the computer, and want to give thanks to Sadie helping out a little bit, even though she does run the table down there. Myself and
Myself. Oh.
well, if you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, be sure to spread the word and join us tomorrow night as we bring you boys versus the Philip Barber Colts.
That's all we have for now. We're signing off. I'm Zane Stewart.
And I'm Caden Smith. And